manager, Victor.
Wake up!
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake!
We beat Manchester City!
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake!
Really cooked Pep Guardiola, you know.
It's out the season, man.
Yo, this is incredible. Somebody call Pep Guardiola, put him on the phone. We just want a dialogue. We want to find out what happened at Old Trafford. As Manchester United, not only did we beat them, we demolished them. We mopped the floor with them. We Bonnie Blued them. You know what I'm saying? Like Manchester United. What a beautiful, beautiful performance. I just want to go ahead and say shout out to all the players. Shout out to all the players for giving us that lovely performance. I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I want to know how you feel about it. I want to know your assessment of each player that played, starting with obviously the people that started, and we want to obviously talk about a few of the subs. I want to know it all, and more importantly, I want to know how you feel. Am I frozen again? Oh no! No, my camera! Oh, this camera! No! My apologies for that. It's just gonna be how it's gonna be today. There's gonna be a few freezes here and there, but the main important thing is that we won. Come on now. Let's not forget that we were going into this game really not expecting a clean sheet. I think out of everybody that gave their predictions, I feel like I said 2-0 at first, and then I changed to 3-2. I specifically remember doing that. Now, I want to know if there's somebody else. Let me look at the power predictions. Let's see if there's anybody else that deserves a shout out for this, because if you don't know what I'm talking about, we basically play this game on my on the community posts. Let me see if I can bring it up to the screen. Pardon me if I freeze a little bit, but I want to give props where props is due for anybody that made a prediction on the power predictions game and predicted a clean sheet. That's all I'm curious about. Did anybody predict a clean sheet? Now, if you go here, wait, boom, game week 28. 2-1 win for all the home teams. Ahmad and Cisco will be the United scorers. 2-1 was close. 2-1 was close for me. Mitch said 3-1 City. Kenny said 2-1 all the home teams. Doctor said 3-2. Shay, Arsenal predicted that we would win 3-0. What? Shay, Arsenal, big up yourself. You are the closest person in your predictions. You said 3-0, bro. And to be honest, it should have been 7-0. It should have been something like that. What? Big up to Shay. Somebody hit the like button. Yo, Shay. Yeah. Faith. Big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you, Stephanie, as well. Demolition Derby without the multiple goals. Yes, I should never change my mind, right? Always go with the first instinct. But anyway, the main important thing is we won. And not only was it just a win, it was a very convincing win. And I want to just first of all just start by quickly. I know we're not even going to care about Manchester City, but I want to kind of just see what the Pep Guardiola tears taste like. Let's go to the Pep Guardiola presser. Let's see if he admits anything about the team, because we bamboozled them. They did not know. They looked lost. They didn't even know what town they were in.
Somebody.
At least he didn't scratch himself. We done so well, says Joe Blackman. Says still buzzing. Yes, please. Big up yourself if you're just tuning in. Let's collect some Pep Guardiola tears real quick.
So stop, Sam. Thank you.
Okay. What are your thoughts on the game and how it panned out from start to finish?
Well, the better team won. They have something we didn't have. Always we talk about energy, but energy always we related about how we defend. That it was some moments, some duels, and some situations, but also with the ball. So we arrived, like I said, the first minutes. Many times in the final third we dropped them, but no, the intention, to score. Except I remember maybe last minute, Rainuri make a cross. We didn't have. They had something we didn't have. So.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We had something they didn't have. I like that. And he said the better team won. That was this opening statement. I think Pep Guardiola here spoke the truth. And you know what? Good thing he didn't scratch himself a lot. Guys, there's 21 people watching. Can you please hit the like button? We need 21 likes. What are we doing here? Kindly hit the like button. Let's talk about it. I want to know how you're feeling. I want to know where you're tuned in from, by the way. If you're new in these streets, kindly hit the like button, subscribe so that you can comment and be a part of the show. Your voice is important too. But anyway, all right. Let's hear a little bit more of what he has to say.
I won 10 years, my 27 derby. I came many times here, and it's a time that will last. We were not at level that required to win this type of game. So, and we try, we talk about that, but we had that energy 3 days ago or 4 days ago in Newcastle. Even the second half with them situations, even Sunderland and those 3 games we draw that we play really good. In many departments today no. Today were better. And just accept it, and that's all. Huh?
How does it go from those past performances to this within the space of a few?
No, it was not bad performance.
That's great. He said he admitted. There's something that I want to make sure that we talk about really quickly when he talks about the intensity here. Let's skip to that point.
Different about this Man United team to the ones you played over the past 10 years?
This game?
Yeah.
This game was better, but I give time to Michael, right? So always happen now is better enough to happen. It's a question from Michael. So Michael Carrick. So I don't know. So I'm not involved in that. What's going to happen? I don't know.
James.
You're obviously historically so good in the second half of the season. You dropped to the season with 9 points and lost 4 games. How concerned are you that our costs are seated on?
Yeah, control the points. Always to score a goal is part of the stats, so they be good, and the punishes this situation, not that game. Again, happened the previous 3. But yeah, we have to continue. As I said, we changed a lot since the keeper until up front. Many.
Sorry, I think I was looking for this part over here. Pardon me. Thank you.
We defend really well at back 4. This type of balls, all the situations was offside. They put it because United DNA is this kind of balls in transitional team. They go who score always. It doesn't matter the manager, always a transitional team. And we knew it in this kind of balls, but we defend well. It's not that. I think it's not the reason why, that we lost the game today.
You said a few.
He touches on a very important point that I want to bring up about what Man United is traditionally good at. Because you could have taken Carrick out and put Oli as the face. I don't know if he would have organized or picked the same lineup, but what I know for sure is that we would have seen counterattacks or transitions that are quick like that, where you see 4 Manchester United players versus 2 Manchester City players. This is something that we have to talk about, and I wanna actually just reference the fact that there's this thing that's called Man United DNA. And I want to ask you, in your opinion, what is Man United DNA? Is it the way that Scholes, Carrick, Gary Neville, Wayne Rooney, and them were playing? Or is it even further back, maybe more generations prior to that? What is Man United DNA? Because it's funny, we talk about this, and I feel like these various people that view this differently, and it all just depends on when you started supporting the team partially. It depends also on a couple of things on how you view football yourself, because we all view football uniquely. And I was listening to somebody that was talking yesterday, and they're not even an old-time Manchester United fan. They started supporting Manchester United after Jose Mourinho. So they're very young, but very opinionated, and have a little bit of a different perspective on what Manchester United DNA is. So it's funny, for me, like, if you're going to ask me, what is my favorite type of goal to see? What is my favorite type of goal to watch my team score? Because there's all kinds of goals, right? Free kicks, penalties, hit him on a break, total dominance, like 121 passes, and the 123rd is the goal. There's the tap in. There is, there's all kinds of goals. There's the long range efforts outside the box. I want to know, like, what is your kind of goal that you like to see? Look at Coley saying screamers. You know what I'm saying? You're actually now, okay. We're getting somewhere with this conversation because Rooney against Newcastle, says Young Fabi. Okay. Bangers. We don't want to see tap-ins. We don't want to see cutback. And that's not your favorite type of goal. I want to know. I want to know if you haven't voiced it. This goal spectacle, but you see, it's crazy. When are these goals happening? Like I only saw the last person I saw score a nice goal like that was in the Premier League was Szoboszlai, I feel. Or wasn't it in the Premier League? No, Valverde just did something also recently. But like, but that's a different league. But the main thing is the screamers don't happen as often nowadays. I don't know why. But anyway, the point that I'm trying to get at about the type of goals that you want to see is because I can tell you that like a lot of us in the Manchester United fan base, we love to see that counter-attacking goal where it's 3 versus 2. And we're like, you could literally substitute people and put like Martial, Greenwood, Rashford, like in yesterday's like break, It was so similar that we've been doing this even, days of Oli. It was just like a remixed version of it. So traditional, it feels like you could say it's just part of our identity right now that we are a team that really thrives on scoring a counter-attack goal. We're a team that really, 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 really excels in that. In terms of like being a possession-based team yet, we're still ways away from being that team. But, there's somebody like Gary Neville was talking about this in his podcast saying, that's the Manchester United way. That's the Man United DNA. We want to see that 4-4-2. And we're very quick on transition. And I was like, hold on. That reminds me of Mr. Eric Ten Hag, being trying to build us into the best transition football team. But anyway, Pep Guardiola talked about this. I want to know your thoughts on this. Let's quickly pivot to Michael Carrick, because we got to hear what he said he was cooking.
Yeah, it's a great start.
Big up Vegeta in the building as well, by the way. Kindly hit the like button if you're here. I appreciate you. Yes, SLD. Dan James as well, you could substitute them, put Lukaku in there. We'll be getting that type of goal. All right, let's hear Sir Michael Carrick.
There's no getting away from that. I think, to be honest, before the game with coaches, we spoke and we said that the boys were in a good place. We were quite happy with the days, how we prepared for it emotionally, where the boys were, the state they were at, leaving the changing room. So I was quite happy with that leading into the game. But then, listen, City are an unbelievable team with talent, and they can rotate and change things. So there's a plan, and then you've got to go plan B and C and work around it. So you never really know how the game is going to go. But for it to pan out like that, the boys were fantastic today, I have to say, in so many ways. And to manage it emotionally with the information we've given them and pulling it together, it was pretty good.
Come on. I like that he doesn't, the first people he gives credit to is the boys. He says they were fantastic. They managed the game well. And also, let's not forget, he only had 3 days with them. So big up Michael Carrick. Big up. I also feel like Steve Holland had something to do with this. Like, we were just a problem, We were a problem.
Michael, I just wonder, especially Bruno Fernandes, another assist in the season. I just wonder.
Boo, sound guy. We can't hear the question.
And also, I think he's enjoying playing with the tennis.
Yeah, I mean, I've spoke to Bruno. I've known him a long time now, and I thought he was fantastic today. The way he played the position, he's so clever and he takes up spaces, and he had a big discipline role, him and Brian, to defensively as well, to protect the team from anything coming through the middle as much as possible. So it wasn't all kind of playing and positivity to that point, but he's just got so much quality, Bruno, and he can adapt and playing in that position, he's a real threat, and he made the difference.
He made a difference indeed. I thank you. Thank you for giving Bruno his flowers. Because, guys, when Bruno, that goal where he beat the composure that he has, guys, we're so lucky to have Bruno. Bruno Fernandes is a very, very good player. And you know what? Manchester United is lucky to have Bruno Fernandes right now. And, man, I wouldn't be... It just gives me one of those things, one of those feelings that, like, listen, if I was the Manchester United board, I'd be trying my best right now to make sure that, like, you are making the most of a player like Bruno Fernandes, because he's actually more than, like, instead of, like, helping us elevate, he's actually helped us not fall too far down just because of the quality that he has. And one of the most consistent, applies himself, and you know what? That performance yesterday, anytime you have Bruno playing close to Mbeumo like that, if Mbeumo is the striker, I think we're gonna expect some really like defenders are gonna piss their pants. They are literally gonna need to
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake
it's gonna be a long day. You know what I'm saying?
Mike, you brought Kobbie Mainoo back in and Harry Maguire. What was you thinking, and what do you feel you got from them?
Yeah, I thought Kobbie was great in there alongside Casa. I thought between the two of them, and thought give us a foundation really, Leacher and Harry, and the kind of block really, and I thought that give us a really strong foundation. And I felt it was a game for experience and knowing what it feels like. It was a big ask for H, I have to say, and credit to him. I think it could taken for granted sometimes what players do, but for him to play it today and come through it and taking, it was. I'm not going to lie, it was a bit of a calculated gamble as well of how long he could play and could he get through it, because he's literally trained for 2 or 3 days for over probably 8 weeks, 9 weeks. So,
whoa! Not only that, Michael Carrick, it's his first start in the Premier League this season. Because he started in the Cups. It's his first start in the Premier League this season. And that boy, you know what? That boy is special. Kobbie Mainoo is special, and he deserves some credit for that performance yesterday. And I feel like he's now gotten into his groove, and there's no looking back now. If anything, Ugarte, if you are trying to look for first-team football, like, you might have to wait and see what Casemiro decides, because right now Kobbie Mainoo is not looking back. The way he played, he's going to have a howler to not be selected again. So I really can't wait to see how he carries this, because it's just a few months ago, not even months, like, was it 3.5 weeks ago? The free Kobbie Mainoo shirt. The conversation. Matter of fact, Joe Blackman, we deserve better. I got a bone to pick. Well, not a bone to pick with you. We deserve better. But I got a question to raise, because we had this conversation, and I told you, I said, if I was Kobe's uncle, I would tell him, wait, your time will come. And you guys were out here making so much noise saying, oh, Kobbie should go immediately 1st of January, go on loan, get out of here. Look at where he at now. What are you saying now? Who's the better uncle now? Nah, for real now. You gotta ask yourself, like, what it I told you, be patient, your time will come. Not only that, that moment when Bruno had a hamstring, that should have been Kobbie's chance to get in and just take his spot in the midfield and solidify it. But anyway, glad that he's doing his thing. All right.
Shows you what it means really to him, and I thought he was fantastic. I thought between him and Leacher, they were so solid at the back and give us the foundation to build on.
Michael, how long have you been thinking about this? I know you've been working like 3 days with the team, but when you've seen Manchester United play, have you had in your mind thought, well, if I was manager of that team,
Not consciously, really. I think it's obviously something that clicks into gear when you think maybe on my toes to do something about it. But it's there's obviously, listen, I've watched a lot. I've came here, we've got season tickets, and my family comes, so I've came to a lot of games over recent times, and you get to know the players in your own eye. Everyone has an opinion and your instincts, and then there was a little bit of what it was going to take for today, and we had 3 days to prepare. So the balance of how much information, what the lads could take on, being fair to them to not overdo it, but actually City's probably ask you as much questions as anyone could possibly ask. So you've got to have the answers to that. So it was a real balance, and the coaches, I have to say, for the last 3 or 4 days have been showed how good they are in terms of how much they give the players, ways of doing it, being quite creative, and then the boys taking it on board. So
sorry, it was just...
I'm glad that he's bringing this point up about, like, sometimes you gotta be aware of how much information the lads can take. And I feel like I see your comments about the previous guy. I'm not going to respond to them, but if you want to talk about the previous guy, maybe at some point when he was really trying to save the sinking ship, he was overloading the information. That's why when that performance versus Burnley, you just see crosses happening. It feels like shackles are a little loose, even though we didn't necessarily win that game. There was a little bit about a little something, that was explicitly notable or noticeable about that performance. That was like, oh, less information. Sometimes, you just feel free, like a bird, So, that could have been something, but I don't want to. This is not about the previous guy. This is about the guy that's in front of us right now. Big up, Sir Michael Carrick.
Because the fans bought whatever it was. The fans bought it.
I hope so, and I think the players certainly fed off it. The players left the changing room unbelievably desperate to do well. Almost, I was thinking, don't be too desperate where you end up. It can cloud your judgment, and you make decisions because you're emotionally so invested in it. But I thought they got the balance so right.
And he was talking about Cunha. He was talking about Cunha right there. Being too emotionally invested.
And the supporters were incredible.
The point where it clouds your judgment. Michael is talking the truth,
And
hit the like button for Michael Carrick's sake.
Said yesterday, this can be a magical place, and it does some funny things. And today, to get that feeling is exactly what we want. Hopefully, it's just a start, something we need to build on. So we're not getting carried away massively, but you've got to enjoy the feeling, certainly when you get it.
Michael, that was a performance.
Thank you for mentioning that. We'll come back to that later.
Attacking, intent, and one thing.
Showed me that they've really, I don't know about so much left. I just think the boys they've shown me that they're really willing to listen and learn, and are really, as I said, almost desperate. They want it so much, and the willingness to take the information on and change things a little bit and be that they're willing to adapt. You know, we obviously put a game plan and a strategy together that tried to achieve certain things, you know, and everyone played their part in the end.
Nice.
You also had 3 goals chalked off in the
So, genuinely, I haven't seen it. I thought at the time Diogo actually got a foot on the ball. That's from my ankle. I thought he had kicked it out, so I didn't even for 1 second think it was a bad challenge. I got told it was that there was a lack of force. That's why. So I've not seen it. I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know.
Yeah, Della was lucky.
These type of games have swings and momentums and decisions, and like you said, we could have scored more for the slight offsides, however close they were. I've not looked at them back, but we felt dangerous in the game all the time, even right from the start with Harry's header, and I thought we had that, which we wanted to have that intent. We knew, you know, they're so good at having possession and they ask questions of you, and certain times you can't chase the ball and do that for the whole game. So we wanted to have a real attacking intent, and I thought the front four, backed up by what was behind them, I thought were pretty special today, I have to say.
We will not be ignored, bro.
What are you talking about?
Well, let me say it louder for the people in the back, bro. You think, bro, you can call us out while we chilling in the free seats, bro, and we are not going. Joe, pull up, Joe. He called you out, bro.
What
He
up?
called you out. If you're gonna call us out, we're gonna pull up, bro. You said,
What are you?
I told you guys, yeah, as if you didn't back the same guy who was suffocating his career. Now you want to look at the game and say,
No.
we
Those
should
are
have
two
played him.
different
No,
points.
bro,
Those are
you had your
different
time,
points.
bro. You had
Listen,
your time, bro. Shut up,
listen.
bro.
Shut
Shut up,
you're
bro.
conflating two arguments right now.
No,
The
I'm
whole-
not, bro. No, I'm
You-
not. You
No,
see, you
you
positive
are.
chiefs,
are.
bro. You
Me
see, you positive
saying-
people, bro.
Listen,
When we talk about
listen, I'm a sin with you. Listen, my dad.
What
Show.
we're not-
Listen,
I
get
took
the
over,
hell out of here.
brother.
Get out of here. How do I kick
You
him
can
out?
do this the whole. Even your own chat is calling you out, bro. Look at this, bro. So what you're gonna do is sit there and
Okay,
listen,
okay.
bro. I've got a
Listen,
sermon
yeah.
for you, my brother. I got it. Look at this. You see this? I got a sermon for you, bro. I'm gonna preach to you, bro, because you positive Chiefs, bro. I don't have a problem with having a bad opinion, but you see you, bro, if you pull it up and say, look
All
at
I'm
how
saying
Kobbie played.
is,
You
look,
guys,
look,
no,
look,
bro.
look. I always believed in Kobbie. Okay, I always believed in Kobbie. I did not agree with Ruben Amorim benching Kobbie. I've made that clear. I don't know why you're acting like this.
I'm attacking the point you were trying to make with Joe when people like Joe were saying, hang on, this guy is not playing him. So why doesn't he? They were looking at the other side, bro. You wouldn't let them play devil's advocate. All of a sudden, you were Nostradamus, bro. You knew it all along.
No.
You
Me
chief,
being
bro.
Amorim in did not mean that like I was agreeing with the fact that Kobbie should be on the bench, bro. That's why you are just misconstrued with this.
No, but
like,
I disagree with the way you approached it. You could have easily said that, bro, but you had to call out people who didn't say what the things you were saying they said, bro. That's wrong, bro. We're not doing that. We're not
Okay,
just-
all right then. All right, I hear you.
I'm
And
out,
I don't
bro.
agree with you. I hear
Vegeta
you.
out. You finish what you need to do, bro. You dare to do that again, I'll be watching you, bro. I'm in the chat. I'm out.
Oh my god. See what happens when you give people power. Too much power. Anyway, where were we? I hope I've made that clear though. These are two different arguments, but I don't want to dwell on it anyway. Let's move on with the show. We're finishing this presser. Let's hear what Carrick has to say in his last response.
To be, it needs.
Okay, there we go.
That's the challenge ultimately, you know, and I think that it needs to be a version of normal, you know. Certainly, we're not going to have games with the emotion and the feeling and of everything that today brought. I think we all understand that, but there's definitely a level of levels of standards and expectation that we need to live up to from ourselves as much as anyone on the outside. So I'm totally aware of that. Consistency is the key to any success. And if you can find that, then you're on to a winner. So that's our challenge. We've got to find a way of doing that. Big one next week, obviously, another tough one. But on the back of today, we've got a good foundation to build on.
Thanks, everyone.
All right, cheers,
Good
guys.
foundation to build on. That's exactly what I hope this result versus Manchester City means. We are actually going to build on that foundation, because we know that if there's anything about this team, is we are unpredictable. And matter of fact, the only thing that I feel like can be consistent is that even with the previous guy, we would show up for the big teams, and then when it's time to play a low block team, we start going, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell, Beyonce? And that has happened many times. And we just hope that at least versus Arsenal, we can expect that there's a copy and paste type of situation, which makes me feel bad for Sesko. But we'll get to that. I want to know your thoughts on how each player performed and your thoughts on the game as well. Now that we've had a little bit of time to sit on the result, we've had a little bit of time to reflect a little bit. What grade does each player get? I'm going to put the link in the chat. I'm going to kindly remind you to hit the like button if you haven't hit it yet. How many people are watching right now? Please, please, please hit the like button. It doesn't matter how many people are watching. We need you to hit the like button, even if you're not calling in. What grade would a player like Lamons get? The link is right there in the chat. Shout out to you who's tuned in on Short Visit, who's tuned in on Twitch. Shout out to you, Mama Flossie. I haven't seen you in the longest, Mama Flossie in the building says, Puppy, just apologize for being Amarim in and end the matter here, or else history will always remember you as a member of the Amarim gang, wanting us to suffer the pain. Oh, God. Nah, I will not back down from my opinions. It's okay. It's okay. All right. It's okay if we disagree, as long as we disagree respectfully. That's the whole point of this space. So, let me open up my match review book. Here we go. This is how things looked last game. And now we're going to reset because it's a brand new game to analyze and talk about, and starting with look at the people that I just moved. Sesko, Mainoo, and Martinez. They were, of course, Sesko didn't play, so I guess I'll move Sesko there. But Mainoo came in and had a C type of performance, and Martinez was here. And you could say Martinez improved. Damn. Kenny Fan TV already says A+. We might as well move Licha over here. A+? Was it an A+ type of performance? Let's call in Young Papi in the building. Shout out to you, Young Papi. I can't hear you. You're muted, bro.
Whoops, wrong button. No.
Wrong button. Unc Papi.
Any more than 7, see?
Right.
On a Sunday morning.
On a Sunday morning, what time is it in Bermuda?
8:36.
8:36. All right.
I'll ahead of you.
Okay. All right. Martinez, you don't disagree with this point of view that the highest we can give right now is an A, but it's an A plus.
Yeah, he was exceptional yesterday. Like I said, like during the game, he was looking at man of the match performance. Like,
Hmm.
his pockets are very heavy right now, buddy. The fool, like,
Oh.
if it's got skinny jeans on, damn needs are poking out. Like, his pockets are poking out. Like,
Well, his pockets are
he's got
loaded with what?
keys, he's got his wallet, he's got his cell phone. He's trying to stuff all his pockets at this point. He's got Holland's big ass in there.
Haaland, bro, he's in the pocket. He's still trying to find his way back home.
That's an extra 500K a week right there, just in your pocket.
Not only was he playing against Haaland, he was playing against Scholes and Nicky Butt and all the media that was like slating him, like everybody that sort of doubted him and always said, "Oh, he's gonna struggle when he meets proper Premier League center forwards." Yeah, he is. Right?
Yeah, he is,
Clean
I guess.
sheet.
Yeah.
Clean
I
sheet
mean,
settings, bro.
I guess my eyes lie to me. Like,
Clean sheet settings.
All right. And then what about Maguire? Let's talk about Harry Maguire.
he should have actually had a goal, like, too. So, to be fair, like, I feel like the whole back line done exceptional yesterday. So it's hard to even give B's. Like, all I see is A's now on the back right now. In all fairness, like we kept a clean sheet. No,
we did.
the only person that I can say will be like a C-ish would be Dallo, and that's without the biasness and hate like towards him. To be fair, like, that's just because he was lucky not to get a red. The crossing's still just not there. I don't. He didn't really have to defend yesterday in a sense. Like, it wasn't really him that we had the backing yesterday, which was again exceptional. Like, that's what we asked for. Innit?
Yeah.
Just some sort of work rate, some sort of hunger. Bring that United DNA. Like, that's what United DNA is all about.
Okay.
Work rate.
I hear you. I'm trying to look for Dallo. I have no idea where I put Dallo. I think maybe after last game we probably is that one at the bottom right that's stuck.
No, that's Xerxes. That's a Z.
Oh,
I could
that's a
see
Z.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where is Dallo? We lost Dallo. I think we probably deleted him. Oh my god. All right, let me just do this.
By the way, I didn't give Harry Maguire a B, by the way. I gave more of an A. It's like I said, it's hard to give the back line anything less. Sorry.
Okay, all right. So you said it's an A. I'm gonna push back and give Harry.
Yeah, like a A minus. It wasn't on Martinez's level, to be fair.
Okay. But
So
you
yeah,
said
I'm happy with that.
you ended your take with Dallo on a C though. I think you said Dallo C.
Yeah.
All right, Young Poppy says Dallo C. What do you say? I want to know your opinion in the chat or call in. Let's talk about it. Shout out to you if you're just joining in. Thank you for being here. Let's talk to Exedra in the building. What up, bro?
Hello, bots. How are you?
I'm all right, man. I feel good. Manchester United like surprised me yesterday with the clean sheet. I felt like we were gonna win, but the clean sheet, bro, I don't know. I couldn't predict.
What can we say? What can we say? As I said, the manager set us up in a compact kind of way, and we got the win, and we earned it. I'm just surprised when we look at these players why we haven't moved all of them up into the A, and then we see who moves down instead, because I think that's a bit more fairer.
Oh, okay. So propose that again. What would you say? We need.
So I think all the players that featured, we move them all up into the A, and we debate who should move up or down from that.
Man, that is, you know what? I like that. Okay, so we had Luke Shaw in
because we had such a good team performance. I don't think we should be criticizing too many people. I mean, people talk about Delo, but Delo was did have, a rough start to the game, but he recovered and recovered quite well. So I'm going to give Delo a B.
A B. Okay. You're right. I mean, let's be real. He was facing what's his name?
He was facing was it Doku?
Doku, yeah, he was facing Doku for most of the game, and Doku really didn't have many moments of victory. It was after that tackle that actually, for me, I was really worried for Dalot. But
I wasn't too worried, to be fair, because it didn't rate the wingers as highly. But nevertheless, it's still scary because we know what tragedies have happened with the Delo and that sort of thing. But again, that game we played, that was a massive graft from the entire team. So I think it's very unfair if we give them like an average grade or something. I think all of them performed their jobs admirably. There was spirit, there was fight. They all did their jobs. They all did the hard yards. So very hard for me to put anyone outside of Delo less than A. I will want to mention, though, I want to give a special mention to Dorgu and Ahmad, because the amount of work they had to do in that match, that is A star.
Okay. I hear you. So if you had to pick a man of the match, who would you give?
Man of the match. It would have to be Dorgu, but Ahmad was a close second.
Okay. All right. Etc. made his point really clear. Everybody should be in the A, and then we debate who shouldn't be in the A section, and he moved Dalot to B. I want to know what you think. I want to know your thoughts in the chat. Dalot should get a C, says Young Papi. SLD also says Dalot C or D. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Majority is going with C. Yeah. Etc. Like, I hear you. It's very positive take. But it feels like it was a C type of performance. Maybe C plus. But a B, a solid B, is a little bit of a reach. Let's hear what Peter thinks.
Bring Dalot to B, bro. I beg you.
No. What?
Yeah.
Why does Dalot deserve a B? Let's be more critical on him.
Because the first 20 minutes, he was rubbish. Like he was disgusting.
Yeah.
But after that, bro, he locked down Doku. Locked down. He locked down Haaland. Doku. He was playing good, bro. Offensively, he's stinky. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Offensively, he's stinky. But
overall,
even,
didn't he have like that? Oh man, there was that moment too where like he sprayed the ball to the far post, and there was three people, but nobody actually reached it. That was like a good Dalot moment as well. Like that. If somebody was there to make that connection, it could have been another goal. Was there anything else that he did?
Put Michael Carrick at A, and I will tell you why.
Hold on. We're trying to justify the Dalot B because, like,
put Carrick at B at A, and I will tell you why Dalot should be B.
Okay. All right, I'm still gonna move Dalot here because the points were not that strong. Why should Carrick be at an A?
So I said this yesterday in the group chat as well. He used Dalot. He risked with Doku. So Doku was on an island alone on the left side. I don't know if you remember bits of the game, but you can rewatch how many times Doku was left alone. He was risking it. Michael Carrick was risking it. Dalot was covering the middle space, so no through balls were played to Haaland, and that's City's biggest strength. Haaland through balls, goal.
Yeah.
Dalot, it was like a back three of It was not a back three, but Dalot was always covering in the middle, and Doku was left on an island alone. Once
Yeah.
Doku got the ball, Dalot was sprinting to
Go
him.
cover. Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing. And you know, the goal we considered against Villa, the goal we considered against Burnley. Dalot not even trying to block the cross. If you remember the
Yes.
goal against Burnley that we conceded, the second goal,
Of course.
the Villa goal as well.
Of course.
He was not, bro. Yesterday he locked him down.
Yeah.
Tackles, interceptions. Bro, I would never put him. Yesterday, like he needs to leave. Don't get me wrong. But just yesterday, the 80 minutes, the first 10, 15 minutes were rubbish, as I said. Nearly got a red card.
Yeah, that's a
But
different.
after
player.
that, he was flawless, bro.
Yeah, you
After
remember this game as well.
Yeah,
That's
that one. Not Burnley. That one.
Yeah.
Brighton.
But that was a different Dalot that we saw yesterday. Not the Dalot we saw versus Brighton.
So I beg you put him at B. I won't forget.
Okay.
Maybe C and B.
See,
C and B.
I think I
middle.
hear you. I the point especially about blocking the through balls and then like covering, because like sometimes people don't know when you're blocking a passing lane, it looks like you're not doing anything, but you're actually doing almost two jobs at once.
Rewatch the game.
Yeah,
I rewatched the game, bro.
Okay.
Because when it was live, you don't see the little stuff, the little things.
Yeah.
But I really watched. I saw some details that I liked. But I think that's Michael Carrick. That's not Dalot. I think that's Michael Carrick. That's why I put him in A.
Okay. All right.
Then
I hear you.
Who else?
Let's go. What about Dorgu? Where does Dorgu stay?
Yeah, I would put Casemiro just for the miss. C and A. Oh, sorry, B and A. But he can stay at A. Defensively, he was like,
Casemiro.
bro, the miss at 0-0. The miss at 0-0. Bro,
that's
my
true.
head was.
Oh, I totally forgot about that miss.
The miss at 0-0. Oh my lord. And I said we're losing this game.
We cast him in the along. Oh my god.
Oh my lord. That miss was great. He passed the ball to Donnarumma, bro. Just smash it. He passed it, bro.
At point blank range,
Bro, that's easier to miss than to score. It's easier to.
Yeah. No, Maguire was different. Maguire did what he did with the header. Like when you're in the air, that's different. But Casemiro was the criminal here.
Maguire as well. It's a cross. You don't know what happened, but Casemiro had control of the ball, bro.
Yeah.
Control.
Yeah. Okay.
And he. Who else? Is the Licha? Yeah, Licha is at A, right?
Yeah, Licha is
Martinez. Yeah. Who else? I don't know. Kobbie. Mbumo. Put Mbumo.
Oh, where's
no?
Mbumo?
Put Mbumo. Yeah. A as well.
Right.
Bro, everybody deserves an A, bro. After this, but we need to keep this momentum for Arsenal, bro.
Yeah.
We need to exploit Arsenal. We will hit them on the break. We have something to grab from that game. We need just the set pieces, bro. Like we just need to control the set pieces, bro. I don't think how many corners did City got yesterday? Like 3, 4. We dealt with them.
Dealt with them, bro. We dealt with them. They had 6 corners. It doesn't feel like they had 6.
Bro, I see Kobbie saying City were a shell of themselves. Bro, we made them shit, bro. We made them shit.
How do they have 6 corners and then they can't even make one big chance or like have more than one shot on target?
They had a big chance in the first half. You remember when I think it was Ake header and it went to the 6-yard box and Dalot cleared it. I don't know if you remember that chance.
No, that one.
I think it was. Remember, I don't know who shot, but Lamen shouldn't have saved the ball because he was going to for a goal kick either way, but he touched the ball. I don't know if you remember that. That was from the first.
That
20.
one when it was like it ended up being a corner. I remember.
And then from that corner, they had a chance, but it was cleared. Like Dalot cleared it. So Overall, yesterday, bro, everybody deserves an A. Everybody, for me.
No,
But
we definitely outdid them. Look at that. Look at that.
bro,
They had all the possession though.
one shot on target,
68%.
you know. I've never seen Pep Guardiola humiliated like this, bro. Never.
Yeah.
Pep was never humiliated like this. In terms of against Arsenal last year, they lost like 4-1. Was it 4-1? But they created. Like yesterday, they were, bro, helpless. Bro, yesterday was like we played some championship side in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
It was, bro. It was finally a fresh bit of fresh air, bro. Like I wanted to. I enjoyed it yesterday, bro. After 14 months of criminal football, bro. Your manager. After 14
but
months.
look, Victor. Look at the XG. Okay, we had 2.27 XG and also 1.75 XGOT. People that forgot, XGOT is about the quality and the execution of the shot that tests the keeper, right? And then XG is about the quality of the chance created. Just so you guys remember, a little refresher. So it's one moment where we outperform them on both metrics. This is
Didn't we have 3.81 XG?
No, we ended with 2.27 XG.
But yeah, but also 3 offside goals, which the third one, I don't know how is that an offside. That's not an offside.
Man,
the third goal,
you know,
the third, bro.
Yeah.
They wanted to save Pep from embarrassment, bro. The third goal was never offside.
Nah, fam, it was offside, bro. It was offside. I
No,
know,
bro.
We want to score more, but get out of here, Peter. I don't think because they didn't show us a replay, it doesn't mean like guys. These guys are using semi-automated offside. I think. Right? Didn't they show us the graphics of the other ones where like it's clear? What's the 5 centimeter rule?
Shout the season.
It's okay. We got the 3 points. We can tell the truth now. We can tell the truth. Like we can also tell the truth and say Dallo was lucky. Sure, it's suspicious that they didn't show us the offside, the replay. I concede that. But come on now. Come on now. We won. We got the 3 points. Let's talk to We Deserve Better, who's looking very comfortable. Big up, broski.
How you doing, fella?
I'm good. And yourself? Are you in a what man? It looks really nice. The exterior of your place.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah. So okay, let's talk about it. Did you see the? First of all, I want to remind you about the conversation we had about Kobbie Mainoo, and you said
yes,
he should go on the 1st of January, and like I said,
are you holding this on because I came for you yesterday?
I'm reminding you.
Tit for tat. Look, I will hold it always. When a player goes out of line, just the same way as a manager, I don't like it. So that's what I called out. That was my point. Because it may happen again. So I stand by that. I don't want any players stepping out of line. I don't want any managers stepping out of line.
I hear you. And Joe says that was under Amarim. That doesn't listen. Just because it was under Amarim, it doesn't still negate the point. Listen, Joe, calm down. Anyway.
My point has always been it's been about character. It has to be about character. And if you're throwing your toys out the pram, then you're not the person for me. It's really simple.
Okay. I hear it. Let's talk about
throw another one at me. Here's another one at me. I wasn't sure Carrick was going to deliver yesterday. You heard me when we
That's
were
what I
talking
want to.
about it.
Yeah, I remember
Well,
listening to the
I can
press
own that. I can own that because I didn't want Carrick. I wanted someone with heavy duty pedigree behind him because I'm so exhausted of the manager merry-go-round. We've had Amrin sacked, then we've had an interim, then we've had an interim, and we're going to have another manager in the summer. For me, that's not the way to run a business. So I wanted someone permanent. I stand by that. I wanted someone permanent. So for me, the person that gets the highest grade is Carrick because he delivered. You know, he took a risk he took a risk with Dorgu on left attacking midfield, and you know, he dropped Cunha, and excuse me, he risked Maguire. He said it himself because Maguire's only come back recently from injury, and that was a risk he took. And that's what I like. Do you remember how often I said about Amrin, be fearless? This guy was being fearless yesterday. And the other thing he didn't do, you know, we had two players on yellows. He could have taken them off. He didn't. He kept them on, right? So he wasn't scared to keep them on the pitch. And the substitutions, he made offensive substitutions. I appreciate, I'll hold the bit that we have more players now. But he started the starting lineup so that we have attacking players on the bench, Sesko being one of them, Mount being another. He could have started both of those players. So, you know, putting Dorgu up to left attacking midfield for me was a masterstroke. I really like. I thought Ahmed had a great game. He had a great game.
What category or B?
I think all of them. Look, do you know what? We have been starved of good football. So I'm going to be shameless. I don't care. Give them A's, right? If they perform like this every single match, would you be complaining?
No.
Would you be complaining? Right? That was sumptuous from minute 1 to minute 90, whatever, right? You know, normally it's a game of two halves, or they drop off, or the substitutes come on and they drop off. The substitute came on and scored. You know, the other substitute came on and made 2 assists. So everything worked yesterday. Every player played for the badge. You know, really, really, really happy with what I saw. And all this stuff about Man City, look, whether they had centre backs, blah blah blah. We didn't have Mazraoui. There's a prominent right centre back or a right back. We didn't have De Ligt. That's a prominent centre back. So we had to deal with the hand we had. We had players coming back from a tournament who were going to be exhausted, right? They gave it their all, but they came up and they stood up. What Man City didn't do was they didn't stand up, and part of that is because we didn't allow them to stand up. You know that you talk about possession, they were given the ball not in dangerous places, so we allowed them to have the ball and make those passes. But when it came to the final box, they couldn't do anything. One shot on target, we restricted them. That is proper football. That defending yesterday was courageous. I saw so many players just putting, like Shaw going over a player, Dorgu striking, Dello striking, Martinez answering his critics. That bloody Pooh Scholes and Nicky Buttface, do one. All of the whole team, the whole team all stood up. And I'm proud of it. We always ask from these players is play for the badge. Just play for the badge. Those fans have been through the miller, right? They've had 2 price increases over the last year. Give them something. And there's not a bigger stage than your City rivals. So really impressed. Morlays, I'm not going to nitpick. Agate came on and done a job, right? They all came on. Mount came on and done a job. Cunha came on and done a job. Give them Morlays. Enjoy it. Enjoy this moment. It may never happen again, but let's hope it does.
It may never happen again. Don't say that.
That performance, think about it. That performance from beginning to end, I didn't see one error. Casemiro could have, should have, I would have smashed the ball in. And we hit the post and the bar, Maguire with his header. But the ball was in the back of the net 5 times, Bots. 5 times. I've not seen that for ages. That was sumptuous, scintillating football. If you ever needed an advertisement for how to play a game, if you ever needed an advertisement for the Premier League, yesterday's match was it.
There we go. There we go. Big up. We deserve better. Thank you for that take. Thank you for that. He raises a very important point of, can we keep it going though? Can we keep the consistency going? Because as I said, we can probably expect it versus Arsenal. But once we get to Fulham, then we will know what Carrick ball is all about. Then we will know what these players are really all about. Because Manchester City, let's be real, they were expecting us to drop the intensity at some point. But then they were surprised that, oh my God, they're still going. And partially you can say like the atmosphere also adds to the energy of the game. And when it's a derby, the crowd will be up for it. And that gives you an extra impetus as a player to just dig deeper. And it helps, obviously, if you're still, with a clean sheet. It helps if you go to halftime and it's still 0-0. Those little small things, they all add up to how like the outcome of the game came to be, So we deserve Better's point about the consistency part of it is really, really valid and heard, because I want to know, once we get to Fulham and then we get to Spurs, if Carrick is still unbeaten, then God damn, because he's beat Arteta, Guardiola, he's drawn with Tuchel, and who's the other one? If anybody knows, can you please let me know in the chat? But there is 4 managers now in total. Carrick at the wheel, though.
No.
SLD says Carrick is at the wheel, bro.
No.
Carrick at the wheel. How good does it feel? So
I'm gonna go back to the background.
Carrick is the English Luis Enrique.
SLD, bro.
Oh, Victor Manager.
Get out of here. Nah, that's too far.
He's the English what?
Luis Enrique. And we're beating a Manchester City that has just, by the way, Pep over the last 12 months has spent over 450 million pounds.
Sensational. What? You know what I like about that stat? For years, other fans have been asking us, how are you not competing when you're spending? Apparently, overspending doesn't equal winning. Who would have thought?
Thank you, great one. Unai Emery was the other one missing from that. The 4 managers. Heavy hitters.
Carrick kicked, he cooked. Good for him. Wait, can you bring back the grading thing, bro? So before I comment on the grading thing, just for accountability's sake, during the preview, I gave my lineup and Martinez proved all of us wrong, even though my thing was not what those other guys were saying. Although you tried to implicate me, you criminal. I just want to say that. You tried to put in with those other guys, bro, who were talking nonsense. I actually watched the interview after that. I was like, I can't believe bots were saying that I'm one of these guys, bro. This is incredible, bro.
I didn't call you by name.
No, but when I was trying to say like why I would have not played him, you were like, oh, like these guys. And I was like, then I went to go watch Nicky Butt and what Skull said out of curiosity, and I was like, Bots thinks I'm saying this. That's crazy, bro. But now, bro, apologies to him.
You doubted Licha, though.
I did. Where's Kenny? We spoke about this.
So can you please phrase your apology properly?
I can, bro. You know why? I can, bro? That's how I apologize. First of all, that's disrespectful. Okay, especially when people themselves. No. You see, when people lack some self-awareness and will double down on their own opinions. At least I can admit when I was wrong. Martinez, bro, I guess I was wrong because I actually heard before the game. No. Hang on. Because I heard before the game that you actually faced him 4 or 5 times before, and out of that, you had an 80% success rate against Haaland. So I was very wrong, actually, not even just wrong. So shout out to you, bro. But if we can bring this back, but where's the bring back? The
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Martinez cooked you, bro. He cooked you. He cooked your take.
And this, you see, I'm so glad you're so happy, bro. This is the antithesis of the United fan base. Hold that is something we dream about, bro. We don't know what accountability is. We just know hold that, bro. That's fan base. But anyway, I take accountability. I was wrong.
Shout out to you for being accountable.
What else was I wrong about? I feel like there was somebody else. I was like, not. Oh, Dogu. There we go. That's the other guy.
Yes, Dogu actually needs people to apologize because there was people in here that did not rate Dogu at all.
Yeah, in the wing, because you said I think it was you or somebody had put him in the wing. I was like, I was not trying to have it, bro, because I was like, that's a bit dodgy. But he proved me wrong, bro. Shout out to Dogu on the wing. Yeah, I think that's just about it. I was right about dropping Cunha because he responded accordingly. He needed to be dropped, bro. Man had stinkers. But he came. You know what I like about Cunha, bro? You drop him, he comes on, and he doesn't cry, bro. He just does his job.
Yeah.
Which actually now makes a person like Xerxes look worse, bro. It's like, fam, look at all of these guys that are doing their job, bro, and you are crying, bro.
Yeah.
You know, as much as I was trying to make an argument for not playing, but when you get onto the pitch, especially since you've had more time than even a Kobbie, you have to do something, bro. You can't go in there, grow a mustache and be sad and bro, fix your life, bro.
It's precisely what you want from a Manchester United sub to come in and do your job and then just like
do his job, bro.
This is what Ole used to come in and do. This is what Teddy Sheringham, it's just like you're really not sulking, saying, "Oh, why am I not in the first team?"
Woe is me, bro.
Your moment will come. And let's be real, Mbeumo scored, but prior to going to Africa, he was not in good form.
He was having, but the thing that was helping Mbeumo was that even when he wasn't playing good, he was still getting goals,
Yeah.
Whereas Cunha wasn't getting the goals or assists, bro. I think that's what made it even worse. But like I said, the attitude was positive. The only thing I don't find acceptable on that grading thing is Mount being lower than flipping Dalot, bro. Dalot needs to thank the God in heaven who was looking down at him, bro. Because he started out trying to minus us for no reason, bro. From the moment we kicked off, I said, bro, Dalot, why do you have to be this guy all the time, bro? Just do.
It's justice for Dalot. I gotta sit with you for that.
Am I lying though? No, am I lying though?
Himself, bro. Let's not act like he's the only one without a yellow card. Listen,
hang on.
Dalot redeemed himself. Let me bring it.
This is the problem. You don't listen, bro, and that's why we have received.
Coming down on Dalot too much, bro. Like it's supposed
bro. I can explain myself, bro. You can't even explain why you feel like you should be higher than Mount, bro. That's ridiculous. The only reason why
I didn't say he should be higher than Mount. I didn't say he should be higher than Mount.
I was addressing. You see, I was addressing this. Bro. And that's my problem, bro. You don't listen. Just saying, bro, that he started the game. Listen to what I'm saying. Linda, listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. I said the way he started was reminiscent of what he's been doing this season. And I'm like, bro, just for one day, bro, when everybody's doing the right thing, can you be on board, bro? And to a degree, him surviving that red card is what woke him up. Because before that, he was on foolishness. Am I lying? Did I tell lies? Did I tell lies?
I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, but all I'm saying is right now, like we're just too focused on Dalot when also Luke Shaw also had a yellow card. Luke Shaw ended up also having a similar type of arc in this performance.
Bro, I'm looking at the grading and I'm not happy with Mount. Mount
Sure,
is lower than Delo, bro. How?
No. Listen. This, we haven't actually had the discussion about Mount yet. I threw him and Cunha here just because they're the subs that deserved honorable mention. That's why we haven't actually talked. Nobody in the call, in the show today, has talked about the grade that Mount should get or the grade that Cunha should get. So that's why I see you're responding to something that's not, shouldn't even be
Okay,
a
who
thing.
put them there though? Who put them?
So I just moved them from there to here, so we shouldn't forget about them. And I actually had put them right here.
So you're not doing your job, is what I'm hearing. You're not doing
So
what we keep.
okay, so in your opinion, between the two of them, what grade should they get?
I think the subs did well, bro. Put them at a B. Delo gets a C because he survived the red card, bro. He doesn't deserve to touch B.
Okay, both of them a C, a B.
Yes, that guy needs to be a C, but that's even being nice.
I'd
He
say
survived.
Cunha contributed more than Mount.
I'm not mad at that, bro. I'm not mad at that at all. Mount, bro.
Mount was all right. And we're already actually now, like, we're playing a back three by that time, which was kind of.
But what I'm saying is, bro, think about it. For me, up until he survived the red card, the law was in an F, bro. He was performing F-ish. So the C is him for the rest of the game. He recovered.
Damn.
That's just me. But if you think it's an agenda, yes, bro.
There was a challenge that woke him up, and then the rest of the game he was really good. You could say actually he contributed a lot more than, say, if you're just comparing fullback to fullback. I don't know if you can say that Luke Shaw contributed more than Dallo.
Yeah, but Luke Shaw wasn't trying to get himself sent off, bro. The law was on foolishness.
Okay, all right. Let's bring in another voice. Let me. I've been talking to you for too long. Let's bring in Doctor in the building. What up, Doc? Even Doctor fell asleep. Oh gosh. Dr. NHS, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
So who do we have left?
We're talking about the subs. We
Yeah.
didn't talk about Ugarte or Haven.
They did a job. I mean, they're a lot better than Diogo Dalot, but you know what? I feel like him being a permanent criminal, more to be. Put them both in Bs because you can't do that to them. I'm going to leave Diogo Dalot where he is because I feel like him being a permanent criminal is clouding my judgment. So just leave him where he is. Etc. Funny. No, I'm actually not feeling 100%. So
Oh no,
that's
sorry. Were you? Oh, are you taking
I
something?
No. It's more like I think I ate something yesterday, and just my tummy isn't like 100.
Okay.
So I'm just having some tea. So hopefully that will help. Anyway, yeah. The game was great yesterday. Everybody, like Excedra said, put everybody in an A, then discuss who goes back down to B or C or D. It was a great game. My thing is, we need to. You see how we play today? Maintain that.
Mhm.
Maintain that intensity. You see it versus Liverpool. We have Arsenal. We have Fulham, and then I think Spurs, right? And then Newcastle in some order like that.
Mhm.
So we have to maintain this. With Fulham, we're playing at Craven Cottage. Now, you guys know how Craven Cottage is. I feel like everybody in London, like if you live in London, you've probably been to Fulham, like the area. You've seen how Craven Cottage is. The stands are like right on. It's kind of like Stratford. Stamford Bridge, where the the pitch is packed. So the stands are close to the pitch. It's that energy is different. We have to go there and just win. Because both times we played them in the FA Cup last year, we lost on pens. It was 1-1. Then we beat them 1-0, Martinez goal, and I think it was 0-0 right after that, something like that. But we need to like beat them. Same with Arsenal, the Emirates. We have to go there and beat them. I know it's in quotes difficult, but it's possible because Nottingham Forest got a point from them. I would walk away with a draw. But me personally, I want the United win. We just have to maintain this. And top 4 is certain. Because I feel like Liverpool somehow, somebody's going to drop points again.
Yeah.
They dropped points yesterday. They're going to do it again.
So quickly, in your opinion, then, do you keep the same lineup or do you put Cunha in the? How do you tweak or prepare for Arsenal?
That's a difficult one, you know. I would keep the same lineup because I liked Cunha off the bench.
Okay.
I really did like him off the bench. Maybe what time did he come on? Was it like 75th minute?
70th, 71st.
He came on just before the second goal because he assisted that one, right? No, he assisted the third goal, Mason Mount's goal, so it was 70th minute. But when he came on, so it was definite, like you could see the bright spark, the energy, the he brought on a certain je ne sais quoi. I feel like Mason Mount also comes off the bench because Arsenal is going to be something else. Casemiro, if he can, should play the full 90 because I feel like we're gonna need him. But I don't think he can play the full 90. But we should get like 3 goals at Arsenal. I don't know.
All right, save some for when we actually do the preview for that.
Yeah. I'm just like Michael Carrick they need to maintain this to the end of the season.
Yeah.
And if we do that, today Villa is playing Everton. They have to win to be 4 points behind Arsenal.
Yeah.
Look, guys, I need Villa to win this league.
Doctor, they're saying talking with bots has brought out the French in you.
Please, that's my limited knowledge of French.
No, you actually swear a lot on this channel sometimes. So
what?
If anything, that type of French comes out, the swearing French.
No, yeah, I have to stop saying the B word because I can't say that's my one word. That's my one word. Like it's part of my vocabulary and it's horrible. And to be fair, I'm gonna say to be fair, around my kid, I can't. There's a lot of words I can't say. I can't swear. So when he's not around and I'm watching football, everything comes out.
Okay, well, tomorrow,
sorry.
Tomorrow, Doctor, we're doing the. I hope you've been reading your chapters. I hope that anybody that has access to this book, guys, make sure you get yours and read it.
Vegeta.
I love this.
Yeah, that's perfect.
That's the book we're reading. I'm almost done with chapter 7 right now, and
you are a slow reader, because I guarantee chapter 5 to.
We're not gonna criticize other people's reading skills on this lovely Sunday. I hate reading things that don't have pictures, and there's not enough pictures in this thing. Obs, big up yourself, Obs.
Afternoon. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Breath of fresh air. Day 2 after the massive win yesterday.
Yes.
I'm still feeling refreshed. But on that Villa thing, by the way, if we do something next week, and Villa win their next 2 games, they're like 1 point behind Arsenal. Something to keep an eye on.
Wait,
So
wait. Say that again. If we beat,
if we beat Villa and Villa
yes.
win today and next week, they're 1 point behind Arsenal now.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wait, let me check the table.
Are you serious? Arsenal better watch out.
Them dead, them dead, them dead, them dead, them dead.
Let me check if what you're saying is actually truthful.
But obviously, yeah, as Joe said, if
Okay, major if.
major if.
So we got 35. Aston Villa has 43. Okay, so right now, Arsenal is 7 points ahead of Villa. Okay, all right. You know what?
But
Hey,
yeah, I guess
things are possible, you know. Things are you know, like look at where we are too, you know, like
I took a look, I did the calculation, I was like, no, we have to wait on that. We have to wait on that.
yeah, we've been hurt too many times.
Yeah, no, I took a sneak peek and then I was like, nah, delete that calculation. That's not working. But no, I liked what you were doing earlier about that honesty hour. If we're being honest, since we're like a bit more calm, City were kind of shit yesterday, weren't they?
Bro, actually,
and they've been shit all season as well.
That back line, I didn't recognize it. It's like Pep was just.
Neither did I.
I'm like, who the hell? First of all, the Kostanov guy, I know he's a new guy-ish. But then the other one, I'm like, who's this kid? A 20-year-old.
Basically, a bunch of kids. They look like they're college students or something.
Everything else looked fine, but the back line was just saying, I don't rate you guys, nor your forwards. So
yeah.
You know,
and obviously all season they've been conceding. They haven't looked the same. That's why out of them and Arsenal, everyone was kind of looking at this City one saying, we can get something. And Dalot should have had a red card, to be fair. I saw it just now on Twitter, and it definitely, for me, it's a red. But we're happy with that. Next week, Arsenal, I just kind of want to get that out of the way. Because I agree with Doctor in that, let's be honest, Amarin did kind of do okay in the big games. So we're
let's not even talk about Amarin, bro.
But what I'm saying is we kind of seen this before with this team. So we need to see if the smaller teams like Fulham. I want to see that Fulham, Spurs. I think we've got Everton, West Ham, and then Newcastle, Villa down the line.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to see the more mundane, and then see what he's gonna do with.
Obbs, if Carrick can beat a low block 2, 3, 4 times, I'm like, okay, now we're talking. If Carrick, I want to see how Carrick responds to a loss. I want to see how Carrick, like when he's under pressure, how he really responds. Because for me, like I was just thinking about this because Joe is the one that started these jokes saying, oh, if we do it again versus Arsenal, give him the damn contract. And I'm like, Joe, you actually gonna say these words? You know, I think
it doesn't matter because these aren't normal games.
But exactly. We need to see like a few different moments, a few different shades of Carrick, because like the substitutions were calm. They was in line with his demeanor. Like Pep is the one at halftime going, oh, we need new subs. We need to take out blah, 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 blah. And Carrick
frantically doing everything.
60th minute, I'm like, Carrick, when are the subs coming? Still no subs. I'm like, okay. This guy is the calmness is exuding into his work as well. And his behavior.
Because even the Dalot and Shaw, when they got yellow cards, I was thinking, okay, when's the sub coming? Because someone's gonna get a red.
I would have immediately been like,
exactly, especially Dalot.
I don't want to risk it. I don't want to see like it's a red card that's coming, and anybody with a sensible brain would take out Dalot. You know.
So I want to against the smaller teams, especially this. I want to see Sesko because this I want like a centre forward presence against like this smaller teams. I want to see how he sets up, and obviously it's a World Cup year coming up, so I want to see how he deals with the players and this centre back thing. So we've now got Euro, Heaven, Maguire, Martinez, Ligt if he ever comes back. So I want to see which pairing he go. I just want to see us. We just need to see more. But it's intriguing. But it's it's a good start. I just want to see more.
Yeah, nah.
But yeah,
Who was your man of the match, by the way, Oz? Before I let you go.
Bruno was exceptional, like ridiculous.
Come on and win for the Bruno FC. Big up, Oz. And big up Bruno, man. And let's be real, he was exceptional. And anytime he is in that attacking midfield position, like that number 10 position, you see the best of Bruno. And long may it continue. Let's conclude the show with man like Pav in the building. Pav.
What are you saying, bro?
Man, we mopped the floor with City. We bunny blued them, bro.
That's not the right word to use. What do you mean we bunny blued them? That just sounds mad. What are you doing?
I was just saying it because I know you're the one that is familiar with.
No, I'm not. I've barely had the name come out of my mouth. Like I'm not sure what you've been. I'm not. I don't. No. That's fine, bro. You watch what you want to watch in your spare time. That's completely fine, bro. No. Don't deflect, bro. Don't deflect.
Okay. But you know what? Our thoughts on the game, bro. Past like a day.
I watched the game all over again last night, bro. It was good to watch. It was worth watching twice. It's just a shame that the scoreline didn't reflect the punishment we gave them. But it's the best game. I'll be honest, that's the best game I've watched post Fergie. Like obviously there's like the things like PSG and all that were the moments, but in terms of like actual tactics and the effort from the players, it's probably the best one that I've seen.
From the should have been goals, which one is specifically like is the one that like should have been more?
There's a lot of them. There's the Casemiro one, up front, up close. That one should have gone in, but
because he was not even offside, right? It was just a clear cut, like point blank.
And then the one that I feel like we've been robbed is the Cunha one. I don't think he's offside. They wouldn't show the replay. The mount go at the end. It's mad. I looked at the pictures and it doesn't make sense. I was like, right, so why ain't he showing the replay? It should have been 7, bro. The game should have been 7. Imagine if it was 7, bro. Like, do you know what's even better? I've seen some of these City accounts on Twitter, right? Wanting Pep out. They want Pep Guardiola out. I was like, hold on a minute.
Let's be real.
Hold on a minute. These accounts have got like, some of these accounts have got like 5,000-6,000 followers and stuff like that. And it's just like, rah.
Damn.
They're ready for a change. They're saying that his football, the players that they're buying for the club ain't matching what he's normally used to. Like, you see some menu, yeah? Mm-hmm. You're going to regret making that decision going to City, brother. Ooh. You're going to regret it. Because you're a better player, yeah? The way that we played yesterday would have been the perfect game for Semenyo.
Oh my God.
You're gonna regret, like if that's the football they want to try implement, the little tiki taka, but with the current players they've got there. Semenyo's not your guy.
Yeah.
So you hold that Semenyo, because if we continue playing the way we play, like obviously it was lethal in the counter, but even like off the ball, the amount of pressing we were doing yesterday, which should be the norm anyway. And recovering the ball and gaining possession of the ball. It was like it wasn't anything that I've seen for a while. Like the other guy said, we have played good under the last manager against the big teams.
So I like that you bring this up because I want to ask you at the beginning of the show. I was talking about this when I was saying Man United DNA, like the type of goals that we like to see. So in your like, let's say like in your ideal world, what kind of football would you like to see Manchester United play? Because we were at home, we played Manchester City, and we had 32%.
What I saw yesterday. What I saw yesterday. That what I saw yesterday is the closest when I used to watch Rooney, Ronaldo. Yeah, all them man. Yeah, even our midfield, you had like Carrick or you'd have Park Ji Sung do a job on someone. Obviously Giggsy played in the midfield towards the end. Like it wasn't like a possession based football team. It was just like
32%.
flowing the ball towards the top, and then on the counter we'd be deadly, bro.
Okay.
But
okay. So
going back to the 4-3-3 though, it's like we got more options now because Dogu's being placed at left wing. But he wouldn't like. He's an option to play there, but I'd still want to bring in a natural left winger in the summer as well. If this is what they're going to continue to do.
Okay.
But yeah, there's obviously still room for improvement. Like the players have got to do this on a consistent basis, and against like the teams that are going to use a low block or sit back, that's where you have to rely on some of the other players to create chances, get them into the box, just and then do well on their counters, like in terms of defending. But it's one game, innit? I'm not gonna like beg for the manager like Carrick to do the whole sign a contract thing. I told you yesterday, 75% win rate, get Champions League football, and then he could be in the conversation with the other managers. But till then, I'm just gonna try and enjoy it, and hopefully, like what I saw yesterday carries on because it's just been shit. Not even for a year. It's been shit for me for about fucking 2-3 years, bro.
I hear you. Okay. All right,
but yeah, Arsenal. Hold on. If we get a result out of Arsenal, I don't know.
Victor manager.
Yeah, what do you mean you don't know?
No, not in terms of like the thingy. I don't know how I'm going to celebrate. That one could be like a big one because Arsenal have had our number for a fair amount of years now.
Especially at the Emirates. You're right.
So. Yeah, that one, that celebration could be bigger than the one we kind of had yesterday.
Okay. Hey, man.
We will be there.
Can't wait to see how we play versus Arsenal as well. Pav raising some good points there. Like, can we consistently do it? How are we going to do versus a low block, mid-block team? Maybe that's when you bring in Sesko. And you hope that like we get more creative people so that it's not just block. If what happens if the opposition decide to just do a job on Bruno, who is the other player that's going to step up and be the creative player? Hopefully, players like Cunha can build off of this as well. And I got a good feeling that we are going to be on a good trajectory for now until after we face Fulham, after we face the likes of Spurs, then we will really have a good assessment of where we really are. Because let's not be fooled. We've seen this versus Oli. We've seen this when we're with Oli. We've seen this anytime we have like a fresh new manager in the building. There's always a new energy, and you can never really, really, really judge these players and be sure about your judgment. So. The other question about the Manchester United football, what kind of football would you like to play? Are you happy with 32% possession at home? Or do you want to see a Manchester United that is dominant in possession at home? Because that will go against the Man United DNA conversation that we've been talking about, that Gary Neville was talking about, that Pav was talking about, because there's some people in here that really want to recreate that 4-4-2 era, counter-attacking, blistering pace, 3 versus 2, 4 versus 2 type of situations. But, you know, it begs the question, where is our identity going to be? Because I feel like we were trying to go a different direction with the other guy, and that didn't work out. Now, which direction are we really going to go? I want to know your thoughts on the comments, and kindly subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Thank you to all the 41 people that are tuned in right now. Hit the like button. We out of here. Peace.
Football power.